Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Arizona State Sun Devils will have some work to do after that short return. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Coming after him, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Bringing it back, it's Sanchez. So Colorado's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Running behind that left side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now from inside the red zone. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
At the 40, there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll run the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bruce. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defender. It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Toss to the outside. He breaks a tackle. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Agbana. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put
just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. running to the left. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to pass, it's Agbana. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a field, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other decent chances.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that goal.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Little. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that half.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Little. He's got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. It's a tough hombre.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fast motion from the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Now on second down after the short completion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw. It's Agbana. They're intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. gets open down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Looking to throw on second down. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The Sun Devils heading quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. He lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bucks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Agbana. Now adjusting. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside in the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. The inside handoff. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got to go on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board, but that guy in your back.
Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Little. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 25 over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. On the run, it's Grimes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devil. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Mumpfield. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Now on 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Agbana. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Little. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a... And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Goff just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll line up to go for two. To the air, it's Agbada. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-pointed good as they are unable to extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Catch in the middle. It's Powell. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Sun Devils are marching down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
6th play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Fuller. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Little. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They want to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Buffs! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on fires one high and deep. And he'll make the catch at the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Munkfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field, his third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the right. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Little. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show them.
All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They're bringing heat. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape.
Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting on... team on the field, they're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First down for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Little. Completes it in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And they'll come. A few chain links for a first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Okay, ready?
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.